lovers of love. It is day 3 of our February Lovin series. I'm Amanda Stanley from Lion's Tooth Wellness, and thanks again for joining me. I want to check in with you. How are things going? Yesterday we talked about herbal smudging and helping to maybe move out of relationships or shift energy around us that will help ease ourselves out of relationships that maybe aren't serving your highest and best and aren't infusing your everyday with love in all of its ways of showing itself. And then day 1, we looked at our surroundings and our space and trying to shift those in order to bring in more love and joy and appreciation, bringing things into our surroundings that delight us and are easy to look at and just make you smile when you're around these material things, helping to make space more sacred and more love infused. How are those things going? I'd love to hear from you. And then of course how we're going to be able to send more love out into the world around us. Did you make that phone call? Did you call that person maybe you haven't spoken to in a long time that you wanted to just send them some love and tell them that you were thinking about them and that you love them? That's always a really fun sort of assignment to have. So I'd love to hear from you. Please feel free to post your comments, questions, even pictures of what's been going around, what you've been practicing out at home or at work, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, and I'm on Google Plus too, so any of those areas, just tag me and use the hashtag February11, and of course you'll be automatically entered to win my love and herb-infused package that I'll be sending out to one lucky recipient at the end of this series. So every time you post, you will be entered into the raffle another time. So keep me posted. I'd love to hear how the series is coming into form for you and what changes you've been making. So moving on to our day 3, I want to focus on what I kind of prompted you to think about yesterday, which was, what do you love to do? What are the things that really just fill you up? We talked about people, we talked about things, but now maybe even activities. What do you actually like to engage in your life? Now, if you're a super duper busy workaholic and parent and, who knows, you might have a myriad of things going on that just keep your life so busy that you haven't even stopped to think about those things that you love doing anymore. Or you could be one of those really lucky people that their work is what they love and their family, hanging out with their family is what they love to do all of the time. And that's all well and good, but today I want you to be super selfish and just think about you. And even think back to when you were younger, maybe even college or high school, or even far back into like middle school. What did you love to do? What inspired you with awe and joy and just filled you up to the brim with just that light love energy? What were those things? Was it ice skating? Was it rolling around in the dirt and playing in the garden? Was it just going to the movies with your parents or your friends? Was it playing dress up? Was it getting all, gussied out, like my friend Mo likes to say, or gussied up rather, and, getting all dressed up and having your nails done? Maybe it's a mani-pedi. Maybe it's a treat to the massage parlor. Maybe it's going out with friends and having a decadent dessert at a wine bar and just indulging that way. What are things that you just love to do and they just leave you feeling so light and so carefree and just, again, so filled with that love and appreciation? I want you to write down a list of those things. And then I want you to write down another list of things of what are the favorite ways that you like to receive love from others. What do people do for you that leave you feeling so held, so loved, just so like that was so nice? Is it as simple as a nice warm hug? Is it a secret love note? Is it another phone call? Is it a for no reason gift like flowers or just a thoughtful something that someone just decided to get you because they were thinking of you? What are those things that when they happen to you, it could be as simple as kind words or just being appreciated, people letting you know that you're a hard worker, that they really appreciate what you've been offering them in any area of your life. What are the things that make you feel loved from other people, from outside of yourself? And then I want you to look at your 2 lists. And as difficult as it might be to prioritize ourselves, I know it's a hard one for a lot of us, myself included, but I want you to pick one thing off of your list that you love to do, and I want you to make time for it. Even if it's just for an hour, which I know an hour sounds like a long time, but I think you can squeeze in an hour just for you sometime this week, just to do that thing that just fills you right up to the rim. I want you to do that. And then I want you to look at the other list, and I want you to pick 3 things off the list that make you feel really loved. And I want you to offer them to someone else. So whether it's a simple hug, whether it's sending somebody a card in the mail, whether it's buying someone some flowers and leaving them at their doorstep, whatever it is, whatever act of love that you've received that you feel really fuels and feeds you, I want you to offer that to someone else. And even 3 people would be awesome. If you can just manage 1, that's great. But I want to continue this sort of ebb and flow of give and take of love, because it is this beautiful energy that what we send out comes back to us. So we're just really trying to open up the gates of love, of receiving and giving. And also making sure that we're focusing in on our ability to love ourselves, that self-love. So that's our first part of the exercise, is really allowing ourselves to take an hour of our time sometime this week to go do something that we really love to do, just for us, being selfish and turning inward. And I don't think selfish is such a bad thing, because when we're taking care of ourselves and we're doing things that feed and fuel our hearts, it's just going to make us that much better of a person in all other arenas of our lives, and it'll enable us to give that much more out and back out to our loved ones and our family and our friends and our coworkers and whatnot. So sit with that, make your 2 lists, and get to work. Get to work on giving and receiving that love. And I look forward to hearing from you. Please keep those posts coming. I love to hear from you. I love seeing those pictures as well. And tomorrow we're going to do even more self-pampering, but with some more help from the herbs. So I look forward to sharing some more info with you. Have a love and light-filled day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.